Yeah, I know. I'll get him out here in a minute. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's day is going good. Sorry about that. Talking in the intro. I didn't notice I had it on. But that's my fault. I hope everybody's day is going good so far. It's going good already, so we'll get started here in a minute once I get this situated. Okay. Alright. Situated here in a minute. Okay. We're good. Okay. So as you all know, we do have Tropical Storm Debby now. We based on satellite data is right now it's a 65-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Maximum wind gusts is 75 miles per hour, and it is moving a northward jog to the north. Based on the satellite imagery as well as the radar imagery, I will take off this cone here in the track forecast here, show you what I mean by satellite data. So here is the infrared satellite. You can see here we have very explosive thunderstorm development around the center. So National Hurricane Center track is, stop this loop here. National Hurricane Center track is right around here. But there has been some indications here that we've had a center form right here, farther east of that. The National Hurricane Center is right here, but we have the farther east of the eye wall starting to form here, with the little eyes starting to clear there on satellite. But we also can go. Well, we had the visible satellite earlier today. That was pretty well organized. You can see this thing is. I think this thing is starting to rapidly intensify right now. We've had multiple thunderstorms blow up around the center, and that's what's going to start. That's what's been keeping this thing alive. It has been running into some drier air, but that drier air has let up dramatically over the past few hours, and it's kept the storm. It's kept Debby from developing even stronger, but I think it's a hurricane already. We'll see what the 7 p.m. advisory, the 8 p.m. Eastern, excuse me, 7 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be, see what they're going to say. I think they're categorize it as the hurricane. So that's just my take on it. I can show you all the clean satellite data. So you can see, man, we keep talking about the satellite data because you've got major problems coming in from the northern, for Florida, Panhandle, for the Big Bend of Florida, all the way up to Georgia and the South Carolina coast. So you can You can just tell how lopsided the system is, but it's starting to really intensify. We'll see what this thing does by 7 p.m. and see what it does after the 7 p.m. advisory that comes out at 8 o'clock. But we'll see what it does. Switch over to radar data. You can see where the center of circulation is for east of the National Hurricane Center track. But we can go. If we look at radar data, there's your center right here, and we're starting to see an eye wall starting to form around the eye itself. So around the center is right here. Center's right there, and then you've got an eye wall really starting to take its place. So the eye wall is right here, and here's your center right here. So you've got the eye wall starting to build its thunderstorms around the center of the storm, and then you've got these outer bands that are coming into Tampa, Florida right now. Oops, way out of there. You can see the tropical storm force winds go way out from the center of the storm. So you've got the outer bands. We'll go over here. You got a flash flood warning for Tampa. Radar indicated flash flood warning with between 3 to 6 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 2 to 5 inches are possible. Flash flooding is expected or already occurring or expected to begin shortly. We've also got a special marine warning right here, water spout possible, winds of 34 knots. So that's telling you I can go to velocities here, show y'all what they mean by that. And yeah, you can see on the radar return, you can see a little area of what I think is a water spout already occurring off the coast of Tampa already. So you can see there's the water spout potential and the tornado potential is pretty high. No debris because it's not even picking up anything. It's out in the middle of the ocean, so we'll have to look at that. But you can see we go down here, go down toward Bradenton, Florida, all the way down toward let's see, we've got so Northport, Bradenton, south of Petersburg, St. Petersburg. You're in the flash flood warning. Clearwater, Tampa. So this one right here is observed damage, flash flood damage threat is considerable. You've had so much rainfall fall. Emergency management reported thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Flash flooding is already occurring. So definitely, this is until 9:30. So 9:30 Eastern time, 8:30 Central. But you can see a lot of areas under the flash flood warnings with these 2 flood warnings in effect right now in Florida. We also have 1 lonely tornado warning across Florida right now. This is mostly in a rural area, but this is moving northwest at 35 miles per hour, so it's coming from southeast to northwest movement, so you're gonna have to keep an eye on that as well. So this is in effect till 7:45 Eastern. Looks like they did extend that warning, so we'll go with Jacksonville radar. And they did extend that warning further to the north and west. 7 minutes remaining with this tornado warning. Southwestern Union County in northern Florida until 7:45. So this one originally was 7:45. This one's now until 7:46 minutes. So both of these tornado warnings until 7:45. So we also got another tornado warning here. Another one. So we have 3 tornado warnings across Florida. So the tornado count is starting to count up as well. The warning is 21 minutes remaining. East Central Broward County and East Central Florida until 8 p.m. Eastern. The severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Cocoa Beach, moving north at 30 miles per hour. So you see the gist of it. While I was saying a few live streams ago that, hey, the tornado threat is there. You still have a tropical tornado threat. So really keep an eye on this as this thing makes landfall, and this thing makes a landfall in the Big Bend or wherever in Florida it makes landfall. Will come down to who gets the strongest of the winds, who will get the heavy rainfall. I will go over that heavy rainfall threat in a little bit. But I'm gonna stay on here till at least 7 because I want to see what the new update from the National Hurricane Center comes in at 7 o'clock here in my time in Central Time Zone. It's 8 p.m. Eastern over in the East Coast. So, general idea, heavy rainfall to me. The biggest of the heavy rainfall threat, I'll just go ahead and circle it. Probably be in this area right up in here. That is going to be, that's my forecast to be where the heavier rainfall will fall. So I call Tallahassee, Panama, Albany, Savannah, Charleston, a little slither of southeastern North Carolina. So if you're in the Carolinas, the Georgia, the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina, most of central and northern Florida, you've got to keep an eye on flash flood potential with your heavy rainfall threat. You can see some areas, I'll say from some areas in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia will go up to 30 inches of rainfall. That's just a forecast, but we could be underdoing that. I mean, the models are having a tough time, but there could be underdoing that very heavy rainfall threat. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. We have a brand new tornado warning. This is 3 tornado warnings. Yeah, 4 of them. So we got 4 tornado warnings. One east of Bradenton, Florida. So we'll go ahead and take a look. The velocities here. Yeah, there is some rotation there. See it right here. You see that rotation right there. So technically, we've got some tornadoes. Maybe some brief tornadoes starting to form, but we're going to have to keep an eye on it as well. So, but we'll see. Go back to radar. Go back to radar here. And I think this eye is not clear. It's not clear yet, but it's starting to clear itself out a little bit more. So I think this thing is already a hurricane. We'll go ahead and look at the National Hurricane Center data. So just take a look at it and stuff. So let's go over to that real quick. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go to that, the Hurricane Hunter data. So we'll refresh this. They have flown into the middle of the circulation. So they have flown into the center. So see, are they in the center yet? I don't think they are. Yes, they have flown into the center, and they have found a pretty good clearing in there. So let's see what they say here. On this side, let's see what this side shows me. Let me see. Hold on, give me 1 second. This one. Yeah, so this one is found 994. So let's see if it matches up with this. Yeah, so I think this side's pretty. Yeah, so we've got. We'll see what they found. Let me see what they found. So we've got. Here's your blue line. Here's your flight level winds. So you can see where it's your millibars, your pressures right here. You've got the timestamps here. See a pretty good close in on the pressure has upped a little bit right here. But you see how far it drops from 1012 all the way down to 1000, down to below 990. So now they're up here near 1000 again. So about 1009 now. So they're gonna drop some drop zones in there. Drop zones are like not rockets, but radar data to tell us, hey, what's going inside? What is going on inside of Debby? Radar data. If you're hearing yelling, that's my dogs. Okay, that's my dogs. If you hear yelling in the background. Anyways, so you found 1005.1 millibar pressure. That's not in the low. This is not technically in the low levels, but they've only done one. They're doing their first pass through the center of Debby right now. There's several passes before that. We've got another Air Force mission en route into Debby, so we're gonna get some more data in from there later on tonight at 11 p.m. and this is an undesigned mission, so we'll see what they're. Here's a recon from the 4 o'clock update, so we'll see what they say later on. We're gonna let's jump into the model data, show y'all what the models are showing. Right now we're not at a model data kind of situation, we're at a nowcasting situation. See what the radar data is going to be showing, what satellites going to be showing. We could look at radar data, but we'll see. Here's the HRR model, the 18Z model run. You can see in a few hours, you see in 992, it's about right here. Later tonight, about 7 o'clock, and then you can see it closes off. Has a stronger in Cat 1. I can't rule out a Cat 2 with this. I think if it undergoes a rapid intensification after 7, then I think it will happen with rapid intensification. So see what happens there. So the NAM model with the total rainfall, you've got total rainfall. You can see go all the way out to Tuesday afternoon. See some areas in Carolinas 9 to 10 inches, 11 inches there in Georgia. So don't take these numbers seriously, but it's giving you a general idea of what the heavy rainfall threat. The NAM high-res NAM model goes all the way out to Wednesday, and you can see where the heavy rainfall projection from the high-res NAM for like 16 inches in northern Florida. We'll go to the we'll go to the European model and the global models. You can see a widespread swath of 17, almost 20 inches of rainfall there. We go to the GFS model, the 18Z GFS model. And then you go here, look at the GFS model, man. The GFS model is wanting 30 inches of rainfall in northern Florida, southern Georgia, into the Carolinas as well. So a whole lot of things to consider here, but it's giving you a general idea of this Canadian model as well, also on board with the heavier rainfall. So just to go back on that, I want to go over the rainfall outlooks with y'all. Go to satellite, and we go to radar. So there's severe threat, but see tomorrow starts a high risk day. We've got high risk days. We don't have high risk days issued from the Weather Prediction Center very often. Only 80% of those days are deadly days. So anyways, you've got a high risk from the Florida Panhandle, from the Big Bend of Florida all the way up to Georgia, projecting 10 to 20 inches of rainfall. Not in that day, but in that general idea, who will see catastrophic flash flooding, maybe deadly flash flooding as well. We also go to Tuesday. We have another high risk day for Orangeburg, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Charleston to Savannah, Georgia, Statesboro, Hinesville, Brunswick, and Waycross, Georgia. We're also in a high risk of flooding there. You've got a moderate risk on a day 4, which is Wednesday. And then on Thursday, you've got another moderate risk for flooding. And you don't ever see the Weather Prediction Center issue a moderate risk day 4 and 5 at all in their lifetime. So a very uncommon system because of how slow it's going to be going once it makes landfall. So there's a general idea there. So just to reiterate everything, we got Tropical Storm Debby will become Hurricane Debby likely tonight. If anything goes on that goes rapidly intensify, I think it's already doing that. But I will keep you updated on that. If I see anything that warns me that is warning me or something, then yeah, we'll do that. So live streams for the next couple of days. We're gonna have live streams the next couple of days. I'll try to have one early tomorrow morning. We'll see. But I'm planning to go live around 8:30, 9 a.m. in the morning. So we'll give and take that. So yeah, live stream tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I will catch y'all there. If you're in Florida, y'all be safe. Heed those warnings. If you're in an evacuation zone, please evacuate. Don't ignore those officials. And I love y'all. I will keep y'all updated, and I'll see y'all later. All right, bye y'all.